Last week we worked on killing the underhook if they've got it, right? We worked on finishing different passes, whether it be a knee slide, right? The counter knee slide, back step, all those. We got some different options. Today I want to deal with another specific situation that'll work for someone else, right? So he's going to do his elbow escape on this left leg of mine, right? See if it works. He hooks it, okay? As he starts to hook, I pop my hips up. He's going to trip out. I know that, right? So I'm going to ride it through. Now, if he's doing his elbow escape correctly, he's almost always going to have the underhook. Me trying to dig that underhook and react to him is going to be extremely difficult, right? So I'm going to let him get to his hip, sorry. I don't want to try to flatten him back out where he might take me back over the other side, or as I come back up to my knees, I lose position because he goes out the back. So instead, as I slide through, I wrap that whizzer, but all my weight's on this side of his body, okay? I'm going to spin around the head, come back in, right? And then we get into our underhook killer drill, yes? So I just want you guys to drill that a couple more times, right? To get back familiar with it, and then we're going to build everything from today off of that, okay? So I do my knee slide to counter his mount escape, spin all the way around their head. I don't care if you end up back in side control. If that's the case, fine. Just make sure you have the far underhook. If you end up behind them so you can take their back, that's fine too, right? So you can play with those different options, right? With the higher ranks and stuff. Questions?
When you do that knee slide, you put your hands on the mat?
They start on the mat, right? So as he does his escape, my hips pop up and I slide out. As soon as my hip hits the ground, I'm wrapping my whizzer, right? And I'm actually letting him come up on his side a little bit so I can go around behind him. Just enough space so my knee can come across his hip. Yep, because it starts on this one side in this 3/4 mount, right? And as he's gonna shrimp out anyway, trying to get my knee to the ground. So I just gotta make sure that when I do that, right, he hooks my foot. As he starts to shrimp, I can't make sure he gets my knee back to the ground between his legs. I'm trying to get my knee to the ground on the outside of his hip so I can escape outside. Cool? Yes?
How imperative is to get that hand into the armpit, between the armpit and the arm? I mean,
That would be the goal. Today we're drilling what we can, right? Because if he's doing his elbow escape correctly, right? He moves, he's already got, when he shrimps back the other way, that arm is already an underhook. There's no space in here for you to get your underhook in, right? And especially in the time it takes for them to flip their hips, right? They're only getting your knee off the ground long enough for them to get their leg out. Once their leg is out, your knee is back on the ground again. And at that point, you've lost the chance to counter. Does that make sense? Right? So as soon as they step over, pull your foot in, that's where your weight is coming up and sliding across. It's that hip switch that you're trying to time. If you can get the under, great.
I hope we post this.
There's not a lot of time there,
like an
especially
Easter egg.
with your weight off balance. So, good question. Anything else? All right, try to get fluid. 1, 2, 3. In the movement. Otherwise, it's gross.